Okay, next up is a song called Sisters that was written for my sisters, Lillian and Pamela, one of my best friends. And it was very simple. I love this track. I wrote it like in high school or something. I just had it kicking around, and it was very simple chord changes. So the chords are very simple. So this song demonstrates a kind of an interesting thing you can do when you just have chord changes, but you want it to sound a little more melodic, a little more like a piece of music, a little more arrangement to it. So I just started fooling around with the chord changes, and eventually this sweet melody chordal thing came out. It actually goes. Goes on from there. But I just like the way it resolved and the way it evolved. And, one of the things, I had an opportunity to work with Ozzy. It was great. It was crazy. We spent like 3 months in my studio once writing music. And it was for one of his records. He only needed like a couple of songs, but we really hit it off. So we spent a lot of time. And, he's a very intuitive guy, actually, and he really knows what he likes and he knows what he doesn't like. And he said something that was very interesting to me. It just goes to show you don't have to be a guitar player to inspire a guitar player. When I started working with him, a lot of the stuff I was writing was just chord changes, like, just regular chords, and that was all fine and good, but there was no real arrangement to it. And he mentioned there's no part. I brought in this one song and it was just me playing chords, and he goes, there's no part to it. Can you create something that sounds like it's a cool guitar part? And I thought, this is great. I've got Ozzy Osbourne telling me that I need to come up with a cool guitar part, not just chord changes. And it really stuck, so I'm passing it on to you. Unless, of course, you want just heavy chord changes. But even if you listen to like Led Zeppelin music, it's a beautiful example of very richly constructed guitar parts around basic chord changes. Sometimes not so basic, but still accessible even so. So that was just, the Sisters is sort of like a little example of that, where I just took simple chords and created a riff around it. And it goes on, and it, if you listen to this track, you can hear how it explores various riffs, but the chords are still there. So your assignment for this song is to write a song with just a few chords that you really like, and then embellish the hell out of it. Come up with 10 different ways of going from one chord to another with interesting things in between, and meditate on it. And you'll just be so surprised what happens. It's really wonderful. So good luck with that. And that's Sisters.